Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we'll discuss about continuous statement. In our last classes, we already discussed a few examples on nested loops. Please watch the classes and come back here. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, so when we are going to use continuous statement, the explanation is provided step by step how the execution flows. So our explanation is completely based on the execution flow. If you understand that execution flow, writing the code is very easy. So when we are going to use this continuous statement, if we want to jump to the next iteration in the loop, we can go with continuous statement. So if you want to skip one iteration and move to the next iteration, then we use a continuous statement. So with example, you are going to understand it better. Let's take a simple example for I is equal to 1, I less than 10, I plus plus. Open brackets, closed bracket. This is what the body of the loop. From here to here, it is body of the loop. So how many times this loop is going to be executed? 10 times. I is equal to 1, execute the body. I is equal to 2, execute the body. I is equal to 3, execute the body. Because condition true, 3 less than 10, it is true. 4 less than 10, 5 less than 10, 6 less than 10. So it is going to execute 10 times. This body is going to be executed 10 times. So what iteration means? I is equal to 1, execute the body. After completion of that, we call it as one iteration completed. I is equal to 2, I plus plus means next I value is 2. 2 less than 10, yes, second iteration, third iteration, fourth iteration, fifth iteration. How many iterations it is going to do? This loop 10 times. If you want to skip one of the iteration, we use continuous statement. How we are writing here? For I is equal to 1, it will go inside the loop and it starts executing if statement. If condition true, execute this. Otherwise, come out of the if statement and continue executing the remaining code. So this is the remaining code that present in this loop after if statement. I is equal to I plus plus, I is equal to 2. For I is equal to 2, execute again. For I is equal to 3, execute again. I is equal to 4, execute again. I is equal to 5. If I is equal to 5, this condition is true. It is going inside the if condition. What it is stating here? Continue. So whenever the execution sees the statement continue, it is going to skip the execution of the present iteration. Means after coming out of this if statement, which code it has to be executed? This code has to be executed. We are going to skip. Means in this iteration, after looking the continuous statement, it will go to the next iteration. Means it will go to the update statement here, I plus plus. So it is going to be 6. Again check the condition, 6 less than 10, execute the code. Means the present iteration, whenever it sees the continuous statement, from here onwards, skip the execution of the present iteration. So go with the next updation and execute the next loop, next loop, next loop, next iteration. So that is what the use of continuous statement. Many times in the coding, we are going to use the continuous statement. Understanding it is very important. Whenever you are understanding this, understand according to the execution flow. After this, which statement it is going to execute. After this, which statement it is going to execute. Next, which statements. After that, updation, again check condition, again which statements, like that step by step elaborate. Then it's easy to write the code. So we do one example from our previous examples. In our previous example, we used the nested loops and we displayed the tables from 2 to 10th table. So what we have to do here is the same code, we need to skip the 5th and 8th table. In our previous example, whatever the example we discussed, there we displayed second table, third table, fourth table, fifth table, sixth table, seventh table, eighth table, ninth and 10th table. We need to skip the 5th and 8th table. How we are going to do that? See here, for I is equal to 2, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. This is the outer loop. And inside open bracket and closed bracket. Up to here, this is the body of the outer loop. Inside this loop, for j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to 10, and system.out.println of I multiplied by j. So for I is equal to 2, this loop is going to execute for 10 times. Means it is displaying 2 table. For I is equal to 3, this loop is going to execute third table. So this explanation we are not giving again because it's already happened in our previous examples. So we need to skip the 5th table and 8th table. How we write that? So above this loop, we have written a condition. If I is equal to 5 or I is equal to 8, if any one is true, what we are writing? Continue statement. Means if I is equal to 5, it go inside the if statement and execute continue. Whenever it executed continue, it is going to skip the remaining execution in this iteration. It will go to the next iteration, means it is going to increment the x. It's not x, I plus plus means 6. It is going to display 6th table because I is equal to 5 or I is equal to 8. For I is equal to 6, it will not go into the if statement. So continue is not going to execute. It will come out of the if statement. It keeps on executing this loop. The next statement, for loop, is there. It is going to display the 6th table. So this is how we use continue statement. Let's check the output. So second table, third table, fourth table, fifth table is not occurred, sixth table, seventh table, eighth table is not there, ninth table and 10th table. Hope you understand the examples on continue statement. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.